I'll also send you a link to the Twitch so you can be
I
self-conscious.
think this game's over. I'm just saying.
Yep, that is a fair point.
Should I just be like calling bad moves really bad if I see them? I don't know. And this is done. This game's finished.
Yeah,
Bye bye.
yeah. It's just a matter of time now.
Yeah. What hell did I just watch?
Oh dear.
E4 again. Oh, here we go. Now we've got something to look at. I love it when someone tries to play this against me because, oh dear. And clearly white did not learn from the lesson of allowing black to advance past a possible pawn capture. Ooh, that's a very bad mistake by black after a poor mistake by white. Oh dear. It's getting worse and worse for black. I meant it was bad from black. Yeah,
Oh, right.
I mean, that's free.
Mm-hmm.
This game got weird, but that was a terrible move. That diagonal was very important.
Oh, followed by another, apparently. Nice aggressive idea from Stephen here. So he's causing a double attack right there. So that's a fairly expected response.
I live to be annoying.
Me too.
And it forces that retreat there. And now he controls the centre. Right, so he's got this idea where he's attacking this weak pawn over here, which can cause some nasty business. So it'd be good for black to try and avoid that, perhaps bringing the queen out.
Until now, like
Okay.
10 p.m. I was like,
Doing that sort of thing.
That's it.
Very busy with the arrows, but there you go.
Oh.
Now that doesn't actually sort the problem. So now he's forked, he has to choose his favourite piece,
Yeah.
which isn't what you want. So yeah.
Really common trap.
Obviously he should pick to save the queen, but it's not a very nice position to be in. Alright, do you want to introduce yourself briefly?
Yeah, apparently I'm a chess coach. So
Yes.
what that means is that at least 53 people per week pay me to okay, it's weird listening to me at the same time as saying I'm going.
Yeah, mute yourself on Twitch there.
Two-
Yeah, so
two
what it
to
actually
eight,
means is that you gave me one chess coaching session, and now you qualify as a chess coach.
And I actually won the East Hearts. It was either all of Hearts or East Hearts, the mega final. So I'm pretty proud of that when I was 12 or 13.
So that's like a county level chess tournament. Is that
Yeah,
right?
I specifically remember there being fewer than 10 people there, but I
Okay.
So
All right. So you're at least better than 9 people in the world, is what you're saying.
that's what my tale would have you believe. Yes.
So the chat's calling you a CC. You're not quite a GM level. You're a county champion. So
I'm not sure I like this pawn move because the knight there isn't really doing anything. The bishop's double protected by 2 other pieces already,
yeah.
and
So that knight can
It's
just go
allowing-
away.
yeah, and it's allowing this exact move, which is centralizing the knight. 2 knights protecting each other, both which can't be attacked by white's pawns.
Hmm.
So, despite the ridiculous advantages that both sides have had,
Hmm.
I think it looks like it could still go either way.
So do you think this knight taking bishop idea will work, given all the protection that it has?
So you can see it's attacked by 2 pieces and defended by 2 pieces.
Yeah.
What the other thing is that the black bishop can just move as well. It's also not really doing anything. But the reason that this move is better is because the white knight is moving to a central position, and it's a good place for it to stay.
So, if you're in white shoes, what is the best thing that you can do to try and crack this very self-defended selection of pieces?
So there's a lot of distracting possibilities here because there are a few pieces that have multiple jobs at the moment. The black knight in the center is defending the other black knight, but it's also preventing the white knight escaping to g6.
Right. Yeah. So you want to remove that knight?
Yeah, I would say. Here we go.
It's all gonna fall apart now.
This is not quite good.
It's interesting choice to take the piece with.
So I have done this before sometimes, where I'll just look to the end of an exchange combination, where I just assume that pieces will be taken until the end. But that's obviously not the case here. So obviously, what you like is the knight taking there and forking the king and rook, but that doesn't become an option in this line.
We have a Sean asking if you're single. Apparently, he likes what he sees.
I'm not currently.
Sorry, Sean.
I'm not currently single.
Maybe next time.
I believe I watched the game that long when I turned the game on. One player just lost their queen.
Yeah, well, it happens. It happens. I can pretty much guarantee that I'll do an awful blunder in my games, and probably the same goes for half the people in the competition.
I love it when someone tries to play this against me because... Oh dear. Oh dear.
Why was that so bad? Because of this move. So what was the correct move?
The move naturally is to capture. Capture the pawn, queen captures, then you play the knight out and the queen has to move back and you've won a move.
Right, okay. But instead we have this situation. So the knight's being kicked around the board.
Yeah. Lots of moves being wasted and the knight's going to end up on quite a bad square.
Yeah, and there was nowhere else for it to go. That it would have been under attack, and if it went there, it would have been taken by the queen. Same issue with that one. So yeah, it had nowhere to go really. Sean said that you're going to have a field day with his moves when it comes to his game.
I understand the idea of moving the c pawn to leave the c2 square, but the c4 square is much better if you had left that for the knight to move to.
Right.
And from here, the white knight can't move anywhere. So even moving to b1 was possibly better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's out of options, isn't it?
Yeah. It looks like we're in for a very closed game, which is going to favour black a lot as they don't use much time.
It also feels like they have more space because they've been pushing their pawns so far forward. It gives them more options.
Yeah, that's certainly true. Like, white's dark square bishop does not have many places to move at the moment.
No.
So after white played a3, black should have played b3.
b3. Ah. Okay, yeah, and that's actually really quite nasty. Yes. And there's nothing that white can really do.
The third time this game that black just progressed the pawn past the attacking pawn.
Which seems like quite an aggressive move, and all of a sudden, white has the advantage. Is this going for my favourite, taking the g7 pawn? Is that the move? Oh no, he's just taken the free bishop.
What?
That is
the correct move.
A bit of a blunder.
Bishop f6.
It seems like quite a crucial point for white to be taking their time. certainly there's an advantage to be had in this position. It's just finding the right move.
Yeah. I'm not sure that was it, but the advantage is still there.
Yes. I will not be asking Ralph to explain your taxes, Nick. I don't think anyone can do that. Here I was saying that Ronan was one of my favourites for the whole competition, and he's not looking in a good way right now.
It's certainly not looking good, but after last game, I would still say anything can happen.
Oh, we've got a mate in 4 according to the computer, and it's gone. So, there was a mate in 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts. Oh no.
It's a
That
very unfortunate error.
it was a free rook. It was a free rook.
It was a free rook. That is the biggest, possibly the biggest blunder. Going from mate in 6 to
Mate.
minus 16.
Yeah. No, it's mate in 16 for black apparently. Not minus 16.
Oh dear.
Oh. Yeah, Sean said it right. Puke. That's how I feel right now. Just feel like there is no justice in this world whatsoever. And as much as you like to push those pawns, they're not going to make it to the other side, I'm afraid. You got king and the queen blocking their way. It's nice idea. And
Not really sure what black is trying here.
yeah, pick up the knight in exchange for losing your queen, maybe. It seems like seems like a good idea. if he does take the knight,
Queen
then
h6 check should have been played a long time ago.
h6. Right, yeah. That's what that idea was.
Yeah, you just
Oh,
want
there
to
you
bring the
go.
queen into the checkmating process as soon as possible.
Now, interestingly, white's pawns are blocked, excluding for this one that's next to the king. So it may have been possible for there to have been a stalemate if he can get himself locked in a corner, but now that's not going to be the case.
Black's play worried me a lot over those last few turns. There are a lot better ways to go for checkmate without risking a stalemate.
Yeah.
Being a deliberate troll with the knight.
With the knight promotion. Oh. Certainly Ronan, you had the lead in the beginning. You did this very aggressive pawn push to try and encroach on his space.
Terrifying. Yeah, I was did not really know how to deal with that.
When black moved his knight onto the f6 square,
Big blunder.
that was a big blunder that pushed it all into white's white's advantage. I think Ralph had an alternative idea that you could have gone for.
Oh man, I mean, turn 12.
Turn 12 even.
If you can
Alright,
find
I've
that
rewound to
position.
that.
So you see right after 12a3, which is a slight mistake, wasn't capitalized on. And the move here for black is e3, attacking the knight, which no longer has any squares to move to.
Yeah, b3.
Yeah. I was actually hoping, I wanted him to take that and leave the rook open. So I was hoping that he'd move his knight later and just take the rook. I was leaving that for
So that was the idea behind your a5 move, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're nearing the Queen's Gambit alternative route, which is a couple moves later. This checking the king with your queen on e4.
What move?
So this is turn 30.
Oh, it's turn 30.
Yeah, that's when it all just collapsed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It may seem safe because it's protected by a pawn, but yeah, exchanging a bishop for a queen isn't always the best.
It was a poor move. I think it was a combination of like I'd totally forgotten that bishop was there. And yeah, as soon as I released it, I was like, oh yeah, but with the rook. Yeah, and then just.
Yeah, taking the rook would have been the better choice, but it's quite difficult when you've got the time pressure, I think.
Yeah.
The nice thing with the taking the rook possibility as well is it pretty much ends the game, because obviously engine says there's a mate in 6, but you have to find that and that's work. But as soon as you take the rook, Black's king actually can't move anywhere because it's blocked by both bishops and the pawn. So you have to block the check with the queen, and therefore that allows a queen trade, and then the game's fairly simple from there.
Yeah, that's why I was kicking myself, because that's what I've been trying to do the whole time, like trying to pin him in, but then I just missed it when it was actually an option.
The pressure of these games will get you.
Yeah.